I was returning home from the mall on Valentine's Day. After enjoying shopping and some me time, I was feeling quite good. The sun was setting, and the sky was painted in beautiful shades of pink and orange. I thought, let me take the long route so that I can enjoy the peaceful atmosphere and the beauty of the sky. I was 25 and excited to start a new job at a coffee shop. The same coffee shop that is near my apartment. Finally, I had left my parents' house, and it felt like living life on my own terms. I was listening to music on my earbuds, but there was a strange uneasiness. It felt like an invisible set of eyes was fixed on my every move. My heartbeat started to race, and my breathing became shallow. I quickened my pace, just desperately trying to reach home. Once, I turned my yes, the same ex, who couldn't move on from me, and even a year after the breakup, was not ready to let go of me. After the first breakup, he did normal things to win me back, like sending flowers or sweet letters, but I didn't want to go back to him, so I never replied. After that, for a few months he did not bother me, so I thought that perhaps he understood that everything was over now. But no, clearly, he didn't understand. He was walking just 10 feet behind me. When I looked at him, there was a strange, sinister vibe in his eyes. Before, he seemed a little creepy, but this was a completely different level. He didn't say a word, just had a disturbingly horrifying smile. I tried to ignore and keep walking, but he started following even closer. His footsteps began to sync with mine, just 5 feet away. I turned a corner, hoping I could leave. Now panic started to set in. I had never felt scared walking alone before, but now it felt like I was being preyed upon, stalked, hunted. I took out my phone and called a friend, but she didn't answer. Then I called my roommate, but there was no response from there either. I felt completely alone, and that no one was going to help. I had called the police many times for him before, and they clearly told me last time that unless it's a life or death situation, I should not call. I still had to reach home, so I started running. His footsteps behind me got even faster. I could even hear his breathing. My heart was pounding so hard it felt like it would jump out, but I couldn't stop. I ran towards my apartment and locked the door as soon as I got inside. Once safely inside, I felt that everything was okay, but I wanted to scream and cry at the same time. However, the story didn't end there. I was trying to calm myself, but my mind was just racing. I didn't know what to do, neither call the police, nor create any drama, and nor draw too much attention to myself. I just wanted all this to end. That's all I wanted. That my ex would be among those people who chill and move on after a breakup. But he was doing something else. Just then my roommate saw me huddled like a ball near the door and got scared. She asked, "What happened?" I was crying and hyperventilating as I told her everything, and she was shocked upon hearing it and said, "I don't care what he said last time. I'm calling the police right now. Your stalker psycho ex." She had just contacted the dispatcher when we heard a noise from outside the door. I froze instantly. My heart started pounding. My roommate and I looked at each other with wide eyes, listening to what was happening outside.
I brought a knife from the kitchen, just as a precaution.
The noise stopped for a while, and I thought maybe everything was normal. My roommate was explaining everything to the dispatcher. Then the noise started again, this time even louder. There was a loud banging noise, but it wasn't coming from the door. It seemed like someone was forcefully stamping their feet outside the door, like a tantrum because he couldn't get inside. I had never seen this side of my ex. Throughout the entire relationship, he always seemed normal. Our breakup happened because he cheated on me. He risked the entire relationship for a random one-night stand. And I felt that if the relationship did not mean that much to him, then it would be right to separate. But I thought he would have moved on by now. I started peeking through the peephole with a knife in my hand. I didn't see anyone, but I heard the sound of someone breathing. It seemed like their face was pressed against the door, like they were trying to listen to what was inside. My panic started again, but my roommate was trying to calm me down. Paul. We both sat on the floor and waited for the police. I could still hear his breathing from outside. I knew he just wanted to come in, and whatever he wanted to do was even more terrifying. Finally, the police arrived and arrested my ex. He did not resist and went peacefully with them. When they took him away, I felt a small relief, though the effect of that fear and panic was still there. After that, I never went home alone. I still haven't forgotten that feeling of someone being behind me, of being hunted by someone. I was lucky that I survived. But thinking about what could have happened still scares me. I never thought that the person I once loved could become a monster. It's important to always trust your instincts. I learned this the hard way, and I hope my story will serve as a warning for others. It reminds that sometimes love becomes an obsession, and that obsession can sometimes take on a dangerous form.
Do it.